Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Babby and you are currently watching Sovereignty, Crown of Kings. Now this game was released as of the 9th of April 2015, so yeah, it's quite recent, but it's in early access, so do keep that in mind if you're willing to purchase this based off what we are going to see right here. But I thought, yeah, why not do a campaign? I already finished the tutorial, it was not that difficult to be honest. I think the game could use some more depth. And again, it's early access. Normally I kind of condemn the abuse of this term, but I guess I'm going to give this game the benefit of the doubt, and it doesn't really disappoint me, so I'm already happy about that. But yeah, basically this game, it sets place in the Middle Ages, and it's kind of parallel to real world's Middle Ages, so it's going to be in the same time frame, although it's obviously in a mystical world here. And you've got all these factions. Each faction has got an alignment, either good or bad. Although we've got some missing text. If we, for instance, click on Kaland, yeah, we've got some text missing. But every single faction has got a race, alignment, and a style, which is basically their play style, quite obviously. Starting agents and starting heroes. And obviously we don't know what that is all, but every single nation has got its own law so far. I think we've got humans, dwarfs, orcs, and elves, although I don't think that... it might be that the dwarves just fall under the human race, as this guy looks like a dwarf, although he's not small by any means. But yeah, anyway, what you do is you select one country. We're going to go for the Boruvian Empire because that's the largest empire here, and it should be a rather easy start, just to check things out here. Now, the kind of campaign you choose, that is kind of, yeah, you can do that yourself. You can do whatever you want. And let's see, must be the first power. You must be allied. We're not going to go for these mission objectives. We're just going to go for something very easy. Defeat your biggest rival, the disagreement. Have grown too much to bear. Your rivals must be dealt a sharp blow. Take on your great rival barony and grind them into the dust. Alright, let's go do this. Now, most of the names are kind of reminiscent to real life or other fantasy games. I'm not saying they copied that, it's just that they do remind me of those. Anyway, let's disable the tips because I did do the tutorial. And here we go, this is the goal. We have got to destroy our rival. But yeah, like I said, most provinces got their law as well. Especially the more important provinces, they've got their law already. But there's a lot of provinces that don't have law yet. My guess is that they are going to do this later on. It's not really a priority, but the game is playable, so that is good. So yeah, basically we got all these provinces here, and the way that you conquer is quite unique. And I guess I'm just going to show you. Now this game is turn-based strategy, so we've got to end our turn. But first, we're going to recruit some men, because we do need some men to, to counter our enemies. Now this is Barony, or Barony, however you want to call this. They've got a surplus of horses. So yeah, they've got ready access to horses. That's probably a bit concerning, but let me see. We're going to purchase some units. King's Retinue. We can only have one unique type of unit. Now, each unit require certain strategic goods. Like you see right here, we've got 2 horses and 2 arts to raise this unit. Don't ask me why it's these goods, it's just these goods. Alright, so there we go, we can select to raise this. We now don't have sufficient funds or sufficient goods for that anymore, so we've got to assign different units. Let's go for the Royal Pikes. They are pretty damn solid units. We've got all these combat modifiers, and most of them are quite obvious. If you hover over them, you can see the breakdown of them. We're probably going to go through those quite often. We've got attack. This measures the unit's ability to damage an enemy in melee range. Defense, the measures of unit's ability to defend, and so on and so on. It's quite self-explanatory, but you know, we're going to check that out. from time to time, I guess. We need more wine. So we can go to the market as well to buy resources. Let's see, we can buy lumber, which we don't need for those guys, but we can buy this, we can purchase this so that we can construct other units that are going to be very, very handy. And that is the Boruvian trebuchet. It's virtually impossible to take forts without one, so let's go and take this. We only got one because one already costs 3 lumber. It's quite ridiculous. But yeah, there we go. So first things first, we're going to go and take our armies to the border provinces of our rival empire. And we do this by clicking on armies. These are armies, by the way. And clicking on the province we want to move to. There we go. Obviously, you can only move so many tiles per turn. And that is it. To deselect, you click the right mouse button. Let's get you closer to our enemy as well. Do we have more armies? We do. Now, I'm not saying this is the best strategy, of course. I haven't worked most of the things out. It's kind of superficial, the strategy. The combat system. Perhaps they're going to add more depth. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the way you conquer neighboring provinces is you station your units in a particular province. And a province has got base tax or economy. And if this economic value is going to drop all the way to nil, then you automatically annex that province. Each turn you have units stationed over there, it's going to drop by 1. So basically, if we want to take Paltrum and we want to annex that, we've got to have units stationed over there for 2 whole turns. With that being said, it's probably wise to improve the tax base or the economic base of our border provinces. Especially the 1. There we go. And this costs some money, but it's eventually going to bring us more money as well. Let's see. We now got more province income, so that's very good. Let's see. We can also take a look at the treasury. We're still making a lot of money. Yeah, next turn we're going to have loads of money. I do want to wage war, but the thing is we can't for the first 3 turns of the game. Let's see. Alright, so how diplomacy works, it's kind of tough. It's not very user-friendly, but that's things they are going to work on, probably. I hope, at least. But yeah, let's go and send some spies to Bahraini. That is Bahraini. Yeah, C. You cannot declare war or invade other players before turn 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some covert actions. And the first covert action is obviously spying on them. We do want intelligence there. And we're going to damage this realm's opinions towards... I don't know. I don't think that is a good idea, actually. And what we can do, we can use these spies as well as spying. As to improve relations with certain factions. So if we take a look at the map, we can also go to political map mode. Let's see. Political view. We can see other empires. Now, the Iron Barony has got the evil alignment, so it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to align with them. But, for instance, we've got Hadragal, which does seem to be good. So, I think that these guys are eligible partners. Wait a minute, what were these guys called? Hadragal. Yeah, you can't just click on their country and open up a diplomacy screen, so that's probably something they would want to work on. Let's improve relations. Improve this relations towards us. And the way you select someone else is by clicking over here and then selecting the target nation. And now I forgot again, it's Hadragal, right? Yes, okay. And we've got to find it through the entire list. Improve the realm's relation towards us. And we can also send them an alliance offer. We do this in the trade screen. We can also trade resources, but that is not necessary for the moment. Let's see if they would want an alliance. They will probably accept this. So the thing is, the agents do take some time to do their thing. And it's shown over here how long that is actually going to take. So in 1 turn, these agents are going to fill these conditions or these things, their tasks. I'm sorry. We don't have any trade negotiations, but for the moment, that is not really necessary. We've got ample resources on our own. Let's go and end our first turn. We can do that by clicking on that button over there. And like I said, it's on par with real live Middle Ages. It's 1392 at the moment. So yeah, that's quite blatantly copied of real life. Your offer is an insult to our people. Okay, so it's pretty weird that they would accept first and now they won't. So let's see. We could give them a province, although that sounds very, very silly. Mutual defense. They do like that. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to do that. And the units that we have constructed are now finished. So what we've actually got to do, we've got to assign them, of course. It says over here we need to deploy them. So let's move these guys to Lagessa. And I don't know if you can cross these straits. I have not actually checked. We can, okay. Yes, before turn 3 I know this. So we can deploy them by clicking on the deploy button. And clicking on the province that we want them to be in. And if there are more than one troops in one particular province, they're automatically going to merge. Alright, didn't we have a smaller stack somewhere else? No, by the looks of it, not. Okay, we're just going to increase this stack over here, and we're going to boost the economy in our border provinces. There we go, and it's quite costly to do this. So, yeah, for other empires, it's not going to be this beneficial as for us. We are obviously quite a huge power. Yeah, the upgrade cost is also dependent on the terrain type. So, for instance, the Wyvern's Spike has got hills, so it's very, very expensive to upgrade this, as opposed to the grasslands or the plains. They are just the cheapest to upgrade. Also, for example, more often than not, it's going to be the capital, but certain provinces have got certain abilities, so you need to read up on those. For instance, this is one that is shown in the tutorial. Let's see, I think it's Yara Doom. One random unit per turn is destroyed while occupying this province. So occupying is when you move into the enemy territory, and basically that's what you're going to do before you can annex those provinces. We can assign a hero to armies, but let's see, we don't have any heroes yet. But that is automatically going to come. You're going to get offers from heroes to join your cause. By the way, we should see if we could train more units. We're going to go over there. No, sadly, no hussars. Let's see what we lack. We lack 2 horses. Let's see if we can buy them. We can't. That's fine then. In that case, we are going to construct more royal pikemen. There we go. And it's going to be quite expensive to pay for upkeep. And we might lose some money initially. This is also something that is shown over... No, that's not upkeep. This is upkeep. No. Let's see. This is upkeep. So yeah, this is upkeep and this is your gold cost. So you might want to keep that in check. To check the budget, obviously hover over the current money that you have. And here's magic. It's certain spells you can cast if you have researched a certain level. So if I go to level 2, I can choose to research, let's say, Exotic Market, and I can cast this spell every single turn. Now, we can increase the investment in magic, which is going to increase the amount of magic we generate each month. If we have special provinces, let's say this province, they are actually going to produce experience. But more often than not, we're going to start with a lot of provinces that do not generate this automatically, so you've got to invest some magic, some gold in the magic department. You can hold this down, and you can invest a lot more that way. Let's check the budget, though. That's quite costly. Of course, we can hover over this to see if it's actually worth the cost. Units steps through a magical portal, teleport to any province you own. I don't think that's really worth it. I don't think we're going to invest any magic, but it's just neat, and you know how it works now. Alright, let's go and end the turn right here, right now. And this is turn 3, I believe. Hadrigal was signed a treaty. Nothing about Bernie. But there we go. That is a hero for us. A mercenary captain, which has got certain effects. I guess we're just going to hire the woman. And we're going to assign her to that little province there. There we go. We now have other foreign relations. That is the offer that we sent previously, if you remember. Alright, we can now deploy you. I think we're going to do that over here. Now, sadly, we can't move both these stacks in at once. That's quite unfortunate. But that's not possible. We have to move in one. Let's see. We can declare war. Thing is, there's a specified code of war that you can't attack on the first turn. So we've actually got to wait a turn. So let's go do that. We're going to declare war. We should have probably just declared on a smaller nation, but this is just to show you how to declare war. Let's end the turn here. There we go. And it seems like they have fleets as well. Haven't really done anything with that yet. The tutorial doesn't say anything about that. It is our turn. Okay, very well. Let's move these guys in, and we're going to attack. Now, there's this tactical battle map, but seen as there's only one unit, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So we're just going to auto this battle. And there's 3 phases in the battle. The first one is the skirmish. The second is the assault. And the third one is the open assault, I think. We'll see. Basically, in the first skirmish phase, it's going to be your skirmish troops that weaken the enemy. The second one is going to be assault. It's just minor skirmishes. And the last is going to be the most bloodiest of all. There we go. We have won our first battle. And we've got these units now stationed in Poltrum, which is the settlement that we eventually want to have. We can sadly not move there for the moment. It's quite annoying, their makeup of their terrain, but it seems like they have a pretty big army over here. Now, I wonder when our spies are going to succeed. But yeah, it's kind of comes down on luck. Let's see, we were constructing units, weren't we? Yes. It does take somewhat longer for certain troops to be finished, and that's quite natural, of course. Let's go and improve the economy of some border provinces as well. Let's see. 4,500. They already make a substantial amount of money. So that is good. There we go. You see that? It's boosted by somewhat around 100 per turn. So this income is the money you get per turn from that particular settlement. Let's go and boost these border provinces as well. They are pretty damn weak. And that leaves us with no money. But that's fine. Perhaps we should go to the market. Let's see the king's retinue. We need stone to raise him. Okay, very well. Let's see. We can't get stone. So we're going to have to conquer a province that produces this. But yeah, it's not going to be too hard. Do you have stone by any chance? You don't. It's sometimes pretty damn hard to see what the borders of certain countries is. Then you can always look at this mini-map, of course. Let's end the turn again. And we're going to have to wait a few turns before this settlement is going to be annexed. It's at the moment, economy is level 4. Keep that in mind. And at the moment it's 3. So we've got to wait 2 more turns. You should keep these pop-ups in mind. Let's see. Harvest Fair. Harvest Fair celebrated in Lishun. I don't know how that's going to affect us, but sure. Ooh, okay. Roseweth is now being occupied by the enemy. I guess we have to go and engage them. It's pretty damn weird. I wonder how we move there. Let's see, why can't we move these guys? Okay, the combined strength is going to be too much. So we can move these guys in. Should have probably moved these guys there, but sure. Let's deploy these units over here. There we go. And we still have a second turn. It's a good thing we boosted the taxes of our provinces. Although, by the looks of it, it doesn't even belong to us. Yes, it does, because we've got a flag over here. Alright, let's end the turn. Well, let's just cross the water, I guess. Perhaps we can't because it's blockaded by the ships over here. Let's see, someone wants an alliance, and that's Hadrical, the guys that actually declined. I don't know what this is. As a part of your alliance with Hadrical, you may now raise and book a Landsknecht unit. If the alliance ends, you will lose this ability, and if you go to war with Hadrical, any remaining units of this type in your army will be disbanded. Okay, good to know. Let's initiate this battle. I do hope that we win. I don't know the kind of penalties you pay for crossing, if you do at all. But yeah, we could take a look at the tactical map mode. Oh, we couldn't go for tactical. It's pretty weird. Sometimes you can't, and I wonder why. But yeah, let's speed this up. There we go. And the army hasn't perished, unfortunately. This means that their army is going to occupy our territory unless we move in this army. And we could do that, actually. Seems like a pretty damn solid strategy. Let's go into the tactical map, shall we? And we're going to quickly show this off. And now, these are all tiles. Certain tiles have benefits on them, but as you see, most over here don't. Now, if you are in a mountainous area, there's a lot of tactical things you can take into consideration. Let's see. That is good. We now have set all our units, and these are the enemy units. Let's see. We can what do you call this? We can charge, and the more tiles your unit moves, the more damage it's going to do on the target. There we go. And it's going to bring a lot of casualties on the enemy. I don't know what these guys actually do, so let's not do anything with them. There we go. Have charged in the infantry, and they are now dead. We should probably move as close as possible to these guys, although we could also move into the forests and get some tactical advantage. There we go. And we've got an explorer, which can obviously do exploring. I don't think we are supposed to use this in battle, though. Although, no, never mind. This is a ranged unit. So what you do with a ranged unit, you move certain tiles, and then you can shoot. Although I didn't move him far enough by the looks of it. Damn it. As for artillery, you have to wait a turn until they are set up. Otherwise, you can just straight bombard if they are already set up. And the units have a chance to shatter, especially with powerful moves like this. Let's go for the advanced squadron, because I didn't notice them, and they are down close to our golden infantry. Wow. Okay. Let's move this infantry about. There we go. Advance towards the enemy. And we want to keep these guys safe, so we're going to move them away as well. And let's end the phase here. And now they are going to engage me. Although they are trying to flee by the looks of it. And we do need to rout all their units. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem here. Let's see. Where's our cavalry? Oh, these guys are going to be dead. Oh, no. Okay, these guys are. They should have been. They're not particularly strong. Oh, there we go. First move and then attack. It all feels a little stiff. I don't know. Perhaps it's better to do the automated battle, but it's sometimes pretty much fun to do this. By the looks of it... No, I already set this. Oh, damn. I wish you could... Oh, you can. So, yeah, you can undo your last turn. Obviously, I should have known this. There we go, and there we go. Only 9 damage. Not too good. Let's do some more damage. And the trebuchet is going to be able to reach those guys, so we're going to kill them. There we go. And they blocked it. That's pretty damn good. Right, let's end the phase. And we're not doing so well. By the looks of it, they are going to be able to defend their settlement. We could try to crush these guys. Let's see. Let's first try with the melee. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, and there we go. Of course, we're not taking into account the attack and stuff like that. Should have probably looked at that. There we go. And we should be able to take them out. Although, shouldn't say that too early on. Jesus. Right, it does look like they are going to have one unit left. Which is actually pretty bad. Considering that they will win the battle, if that is the case. Let's see. Should we charge? We're going to charge these now. And they are now dead. Let's end the turn here. Oh, we've got 10 turns remaining. So, apparently the phases are a bit different. If you do it on a tactical map. It almost seems impossible to win or lose the battle. There we go. Yeah, we killed all the opposition here. And attack is going to increase your attack, obviously, and defense is going to increase your defense. Let's go for attack, because we are the ones damaging the guys. Initiative is how quickly you move towards the enemy, and discipline is how much damage you deal. So, obviously, we're going to go for discipline. Let's see, we're going to go for... Alright, let's go for that. And sadly we can't move back yet, but we do have got units left here in the province. So that is good. They're going to take care of the economy here. But that'll be it for now. That is the first episode of Sovereignty Crown of Kings. My name is Babby. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And as always, have a good one. Cheers.